maintain a lifestyle that insults his family's existence. Well, where I'm from, we have a special salute we aim high in the air towards all those pompous asses who spend their days pointing fingers. Like the heartbeat of this country when antagonized too long. I'll be damned if you count me in as part of your generous hypocrisy collecting enemies. Tabloid gossip, queen worthless days. No need for us to bury you. Selfish and no one to blame. This way until you're wrong. Found it, I'm in some for something real. Don't respect the words you speak in God's too far. All the way from the east to the west, we got this high society looking down on this very foundation, constantly reminding us that our actions are the cause of all their problems, pointing their fingers in every direction, blaming their own nation for who wins elections. They've never contributed a fucking thing to the country they love to criticize. Excuse the obscene, ignore the untrue depictions we see, try and get through. Admitting mistakes can hurt. I'm not the last, but I sure ain't the first. I treated you so wrong, now let me make it right. I'm not insane, I'm not insane. I'm not insane, I'm not insane. Come back to me, it's almost easy. Come back again, it's almost easy. Come back to me, it's almost easy. Come back again, it's almost easy. Caught up in this madness, too blind to see. Woke animal feelings in me. Took over my sense and I lost control. I'll taste your blood tonight. You know I'll make you wanna scream. You know I'll make you wanna run from me, baby. But no, it's too late, you've wasted all your time. Yeah. Relax while you're closing your eyes to me. So warm as I'm setting you free. With your arms by your side, there's no struggling. Pleasure's on mine this time. You know I'll make you wanna scream. You know I'll make you wanna run from me, baby. But no, it's too late, you've wasted all your time. Cherishing those feelings, pleasuring. Cover me, unwanted glamorous. Scream till there's silence, scream while there's life left vanishing. Scream from the pleasure, unmask your desire, perishing. We've all had a time where we've lost control. We've all had a time to grow. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I know I'm right. I'll hunt again one night. You know I'll make you wanna scream. You know I'll make you wanna run from me, baby. But no, it's too late, you've wasted all your time. Cherishing those feelings, pleasuring. Cover me, unwanted glamorous. Scream like what you've seen. So would you, but it seems God's we've been waiting for you. Falling into this place, just giving you a small taste of your afterlife here, so stay. You'll be back soon anyway. I see a distant light, but girl, this can't be right. Such a surreal place to see. So how did this come to be? Arrived too early. And when I think of all the places I just don't belong, I've come to grips with life and realize this is going too far. I don't belong here. gone for far too long. But with all that we've been through, after all this time, I'm coming home to you. Never let it show the pain I've grown to know. 'Cause with all these things we do, it don't matter when I'm coming home to you. I reach towards the sky, I've said my goodbyes. My heart's always with you now. I won't question why so many have died. My prayers have made it through, yeah. 'Cause with all these things we do, it don't matter when I'm coming home to you. Yeah! Please don't question why my sins have been forgotten. I believe I might be seen after life. Please don't question why I'm left this way. 'Cause I can't feel my face. I won't struggle alone in a world so cold, in a world so wrong. I'm not running away story begins. Is it such a sin for me to take what's mine until the end of time? We were more than friends before the story ends, and I will take what's mine, create what God would never design. Our love had been so strong for far too long. I was weak with fear that something would go wrong before the possibilities came true. I took all possibility from you. Almost laughed myself to tears, conjuring her deepest fears.
Lost the sound of 50 fucking times. I can't believe it. Ripped her heart out right before her eyes. I was overeasy. Eat it, eat it, eat it.
She was never this good in bed even when she was sleeping. Now she's just so perfect, I've never been quite so fucking peeping. It goes on and on and on. I can keep you looking young and preserve forever with a fountain spray on your youth whenever. 'Cause I really always knew that my little crime would be cold. That's why I got a heater for your thighs. And I know it's not your time, but bye-bye. And a word to the wise, when the fire dies, you think it's over, but it's just begun. Baby, don't cry. You had my heart, at least for the most part. 'Cause everybody's gotta die sometime. We fell apart. Let's make a new start. 'Cause everybody's gotta die sometime. Yeah, yeah. But baby, don't cry. Possibilities I never considered are occurring, the likes of which I never heard. Now an angry soul comes back from beyond the grave to repossess somebody with which I misbehaved. Smiling right from ear to ear, almost laughed herself to tears.
Must have stabbed him 50 fucking times. I can't believe it. Ripped his heart out right before his eyes. I was overeasy. Eat it, eat it, eat it.
Now that it's time I realize the error of my ways, I must venture back to apologize from someone far beyond the grave. I gotta make up for what I've done, 'cause I was all up in a piece of heaven while you burned in hell. No peace forever. 'Cause I really always knew that my little crime would be cold. That's why I got a heater for your thighs. And I know it's not your time, but bye-bye. And a word to the wise, when the fire dies, you think it's over, but it's just begun. But baby, don't cry. You had my heart, at least for the most part. 'Cause everybody's gotta die sometime. We fell apart. Let's make a new start. 'Cause everybody's gotta die sometime. Cold state line, miles away from those I love, purpose hard to find. While I recall all the words you spoke to me, can't help but wish that I was there and where I'd love to be. Oh yeah. Dear God, the only thing I ask of you much too far away. We all need that person who can be true to you, but I left her when I found her, and now I wish I'd stay. 'Cause I'm lonely and I'm tired, I'm missing you again. Oh no. Once again, there's nothing here for me on this barren road. There's no one here while the city sleeps and all the shops are closed. Can't help but think of the times I've had with you, pictures and some memories will have to help me through. Oh yeah. Dear God, the only thing I ask of you is to hold her when I'm not around, when I'm much too far away. We all need that person who can be true to you. I left her when I found her, and now I wish I'd stay. 'Cause I'm lonely and I'm tired, I'm missing you again. No, no. Once again. Well, some search, never finding a way. Before long, they waste away. I found you, something told me to stay. I gave in to selfish ways, and how I miss someone to hold when hope begins to fade. A lonely road crossed another cold state line, miles away from those I love, purpose hard to find. Dear God,